Hello everyone, welcome to more Witcher 3 content by your host Michael. And today we'll be meeting Regis. I am not pronouncing that. Sorry, there is no way I can pronounce that. Mer La Heister Tong La Heister Mer La Heister Fong Cemetery. That's about as close as I can get. Being native from Bulgaria,
Nice.
Where's that coat gone this
and
time?
not knowing absolutely zero Italian means I'm not pronouncing anything like that anytime soon. I looked at a guide for how to get Arendite out of the water, and basically you just kind of play along the game, make morally grey choices,
Snake by the leg.
or I should say more basically you play as a war accurate guild and should get Arendite very easily.
Where only my spirit is willing as my
My
flesh
English is
weak.
lacking from time to time.
That Witcher's rather handsome.
Very different dialogue from what I usually get around the
Now bring us some thick pudding.
from what you usually get from everywhere else around the game. Usually people trash talk you. Here they call you handsome. I mean, these people here live a lot better than the Velen people or the Novigrad people. Novigrad might sound nice, but it's actually kind of
Where
shit.
does a snake keep its paws?
They're atrophied, so yeah, nowhere.
You'll frighten me, kiddies.
They'll be fine. Oh, we get more beautiful scenery. Should have went by horse. It's too late now. Guess I'm running. I really should have went by horse. What's going on here? What?
Gotta blow this up if I want to get rid of the Endriggers.
Yep, pretty much. What? No. Part of a journal, only latest entries legible, remaining pages start together with Dreadbot. I cursed every day I had to grovel the toil of Count Crespi. Now I curse every day I cannot serve him. Now I know why he was so harsh, so domineering, so quick to anger. One cannot remain calm and good-natured with so many troubles crop up every day in one vineyard. Now as a steward of Belgard must deal with each. Now I, as a steward of Belgard, must deal with each of them. The geologist the Count hired before his tragic death has disappeared. With him went a hefty sack of crowns we sent him and the study we had hired him to complete. Tilly Field is infested with giant centipedes and breathless Page just ran up to inform me something has attacked the northern vines. Enough writing. I moved to see what the panic's all about. Well, you saw, unfortunately.
I...
Oh, hi.
Thank you.
What'd you...
Thank you.
You're welcome, but it's not safe for you here. Oh, we're here. Entrance.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
What? What is going on?
Damn it.
Ow. Ow. Oops. Ow. You... Ow! Those were annoying. Okay. No! Stop! Just... Okay, I'm down. Time to meet Regis.
Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be. Gotta be another way in around here.
What?
How long you gonna make me wait?
Ooh, Kikimora.
Keekling Wars. Fiddles aplenty around here.
Do it.
Bastard. Some stench.
No, stop doing that. Draw it back. Draw your sword back. Also, there's the silver one. You won't do shit with two monsters with a steel sword. What's back here? Time to do some
Someone
looting.
placed an illusion here.
Oh.
Interesting.
Here rests Sir Ramon de Gu- Here rests Sir Here rests Sir Ramon de Guichon. On my grave you will not find the likeness of the man who once lived. I gave my heart, soul, and body to the knightly craft and wish to be remembered as a knight. The symbol of chivalry is a naked sword, and that symbol rests above me. The sword that defends my honor, my friends, and my heart. The sword that was closer to me than a brother. The sword that was never stained by the blood of an innocent man. Wait, rest on this stone through the ages. Very well. I shall let it rest. I've no need of it anyway. Aaron, that is the only weapon I want.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Detlef wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Detlef's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Detlef. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can he just summon Detlef?
Can't you just summon Detlef? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Detlef. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
I trust you. Oh, Lord Accurate Guild trusts you, so yeah.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy of Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Covenarius never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Covenarius gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Covenarius spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Who's Regis going?
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Of course.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Seems you chose to be misunderstood. I don't want to talk. There's Seb trying to get me to commit something. Go on,
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
This your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask indirectly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Always
start with this.
fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Dettlaff recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, Death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Alright, number 5.
Got a new life, a new body. That give you a new start? Blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Alright, I'm just gonna ask him everything.
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Is that the first that Ciri
Can't have
went
been
to
alive
fight?
then. Sheesh. Experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
For you?
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back, defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now.
Now, you could have been very, very useful against the Wild Hunt.
Right.
Give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a Witcher?
That's what interests you most? Whether I'd like to be a Witcher again?
Many things interest me, but we've not much time left. Please answer.
Never chose to be a witcher. Fate chose for me. Had it been my choice, I'd have picked a different profession. A profession where I wouldn't have to risk my life every minute of every day. Maybe even one that had earned me some respect.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
I have one more option to choose. Crow's back.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the white survived entirely unmolested.
Know anything else about this
I
curse?
know.
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
I know.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Yeah. Spoilers ahead. Gunther Odin involvement. Also, where am I going? What? Yeah, from what I know, Gunther Odin is involved with this particular white.
Come on.
During Alma Estate. Okay. I know a thing or two about Blood and Wine, the map and the side quests, but this is the first time I've played it. What healed me? Oh, I leveled up, that's what. I was like, I thought it took some damage. No, when
Hey there.
more Fogwoods.
Hey
Would not be a witcher if I let him live. Oh, no, that... crap. That was not supposed to happen. I drank like 50 potions in one
Let's
go.
go. Bar guests. Never a good omen.
Ah, come on. Oh, I'm actually close.
Regis' raven wasn't lying. Spoons on
I did not mean to. can't run when you're in a corner, can you?
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
Ow. I nearly set myself on fire. That was stupid.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right.
Does it not sound familiar to you? Come on now.
Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Come on, you should be smart enough to reach the conclusion.
What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table.
For a few days now I've been having dizzy spells. I've never experienced anything like this before. If it carries on a vow and can't stand witchcraft and sorcery, I have to visit the herbalist. The dizziness has not gone away. Worst of all, it's been joined by pain, so strong that at times I cannot see. I've been to the herbalist. A repulsive old crone looked at like she had seen a monster. She gave me some cursed mixture that I have to drink twice a day. It's not helping at all. Today, like every day, I looked in the mirror and I was lost for words. I usually tell that I don't have any wrinkles or bags under my eyes, but today there are no wrinkles, but I'd rather that there were. I have hair growing out of my breast. It's horrible. It's got to be because of those damned herbs. I went to the herbalist to smash her face in, but her chambers were empty. She must have known what would happen to me and legged it. My family is starting to suspect something. Although I'm cutting the hair back, which is going back faster and faster. Try to put the idea out of my head, but I cannot hold back any longer. Maybe it wasn't the herbs that led to this, but a curse placed upon me by an old beggar whom I had to chase off one time. Have to find out. I want to hire someone who can find the herbalist. I cannot think. It's getting hard to write. Loneliness, no family. Eat, I wanna eat. No good spoon, empty spoons. Nothing, eat, it hurts. Mirror, lies, no. Who could that be?
Girl realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant.
Who could that be?
Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
Back is how the silver stuff for some gold.
No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense.
Dear Master Levasseur, I know you track outdoors for pay. Have an unusual assignment for you. No doubt you wonder why I have drawn you out here, and why we cannot meet in person. You see, in my present situation, any kind of meeting is very risky. Not so much for me as for the person with whom I met. For I am afflicted by a curse, or, as I hope and I have turned to you, the side effect of medicine given to me some time ago by a herbalist. Soon after I visited the herbalist, she disappeared without a trace. I desperately wish to understand my illness, so I wish to hire you to find her. When you go, learn as much from her as you can about the medicine she gave me. If my suffering is a result of her wickedness, then make her provide an antidote. I assure you I have ample wealth and will reward you with no small part of it for your services. It turns out my suffering is not the fault of the herbalist. Please let her go. I will have then a different task for you. Because the Shaman I am afflicted by a terrible curse, which only the ghost can cure. I believe it was cast upon me by a certain beggar who came by my manor while I was quoting a story for new friends. If you can find the vagrant, I will pay you double, sadly. Oh, I remember him that he sold mirrors. I am aware this is not as much aid for your hunt, yet I trust you consider it talents and wish you the best of luck. Marlene de Transtamara. Come on, Geralt. There's plenty of space to go.
Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
I don't think you actually said out loud that Gaunter Odin's involved
Actually
with
does
this.
seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Odin should be somewhere around here. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Clothing I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Table's set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cold.
What the hell? I mean, still I can have the almost the full Viper set. This look I like the best. Get out in the cupboard. we're a witcher, a being who lifts curses. That is our job, so that is what we shall do.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
Was it not using the spoons?
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
What bad chef?
Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness. Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Oh, we got the virtue of... what the hell was that? We got the virtue of wisdom. Well, it's actually not. No, go down. That. What? What? That didn't work. Oh. What? Can I do something about it? Ah, oh crap. This is bad.
Shh, easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
I'll take you someplace safe.
They took her to Coro Bianco.
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Don't throw them. That's good.
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
So long for
Thanks.
now.
Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
What? Okay, first off. Holy crap, the XP. I've never seen that much XP. What can I put here? Oh wait, I have a painting. It's in my stash. If I can find. Okay, first off. What? Hold up. These are getting sold. Yeah, all these are getting sold. I actually do have a painting here. This is getting sold as well. If I can find it. Has this also have another one? Man, the Goater Odin theme song was dope. I can throw this somewhere. Okay, now let's pick a proper silver sword. Level 34, 34, 32, 1, no, definitely not. 25, 23, 34, nope. That's still sword either way. I have no silver weapons. Okay. Yeah. And place winter's blade here. Hold up. I could place the shovel. Hold, I'm gonna try. I mean, it'd be pretty handy. Thieves enter your house and you grab a. Okay, now I gotta get rid of the shovel. I'm not selling this shovel. I like it. No, what? No. That's how to do it. 74, 95, 87, 95. Oh, we're good on the armor. We just need to go find a blacksmith.
Yes, I should. If I only
Go.
Look like a bowl of yarn and unravel.
Better not kill the dog.
A witcher? Oh, you bleating bum butcher.
Sorry, lady. You kinda should have moved. I think I'm going the right direction. Sorry. Passing through. Make way.
That's it, Roach.
Salutations,
Hammer
and
We've been over this.
I get it.
By the way, what can you make? Absolutely nothing. Or nothing my level. Oh well. Prepare. Oh crap. Okay, now. No. What I want to buy is some weapon repair kits. It should be good. $150 armor piercing. God damn, that's impressive.
So long.
Okay. Well, by the looks of it,
Hammer and vanity band. Music to a smithy.
Faster.
I'm gonna go report back to Regis and call it quits for this video.
Corridor.
Come on, Roach.
Can I go through here? Yes, I can. It made sense that I could. Oh, beautiful landscape. I know it probably be a lot quicker to go by foot, but
That's it, Roach.
And if I were to put up my wife as surety,
so scenic, so immersive.
Whoa!
It's kind of what this game's all about, immersion. I also forgot to tag the painting note. Whoever that guy is.
But do you know any who's not heard of our wines? The Dutch is small, but do you know any who's not heard of our wines?
Yep. I should also. I keep forgetting to add commentary.
Diddly snaps. My back aches.
I suppose it's a novice mistake. With many more I make. With enough practice I should iron out all the mistakes I make. Be it commentating or nailing down my pronunciation and yada yada. Now I actually opened the door this time. What the hell? What? Is it, it's not inside, what? I don't understand. weird. You even exit through this entrance? Nope. Do I have to go wait at night? Really? Now I thought Regis did not give a crap about day and night cycles. Him being a hired vampire. Oh, never mind. Scratch all what I said.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Pretty helpful creatures. Calling them often?
I try not to overdo it, but they can be so useful, as they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Tesha Mudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Tesha Mudna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
See no reason to dawdle. Tesha Mudna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I have no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Tesh and Mutna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
Interesting.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies
an ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
Vampire magic.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once. Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our well into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
I'm not gonna read that.
Human husbandry and care? This for real?
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beings have breathed their last here.
I got some armor that looks interesting. I'll check it out later. Maybe in the next video.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Indeed. Though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
Said this one? Which tribe's this? Is this glyph?
Amaran. They ventured beyond the sea.
Okay,
what's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet. Those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Isn't that where the Baron went?
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Detlef's. We both remained in this part of the world.
Whose is this glyph?
Amaran.
No.
They ventured beyond the sea.
Whoops, I triggered that. No. Oh. sick. That armor is thick.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Dead. Those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and attracted necrophages.
Done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. I mean, stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to low ground.
No, no. Maybe I should drink a potion. Like the decoction. Where is the lesson one? There it is. Portion of the damage dealt by enemies is affected back on the attack. This should do a trick.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent. Also, my head started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Only a vampire can experience a vampire's bloodlust, so a witcher wouldn't know shit.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, Geralt. You won't be able to.
We just smell the blood.
How I'm gonna die? I'm dead. Ah, crap. Oh. Okay, the lesson one wasn't a good idea. Okay, let's go with the Ekimar. No.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, no. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
You just smell the blood.
Overcome.
Good, because I can hear more coming.
Oh crap.
Hold on, I'll let you out.
No, what? I need to be okay. This no, 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 no.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, no.
What did I do?
Just smell the blood.
shall overcome.
Good, because I can hear more coming.
Do some cheating. Where's the necrophage? Necrophage. Ah.
Hold on, I'll let you out. Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you.
I wish we could have called Regis and Detlef for the Wild Hunt fight.
Get you out of here.
They would have mowed everybody.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
I'm not gonna ask questions.
It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Too bright.
Excuse me. Actually, let me take a minute.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
The council.
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
Guy was like 2 seconds away from getting slaughtered like a pig.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Cut his own hand off.
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlef had made friends with him. Still killed him, chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Detlef. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly the situation provoked such emotions in Detlef. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
Yep.
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Detlef first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Detlef.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with?
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
What the hell? I don't need you, delusion. I've not needed it for a very long time. And with that, marks the end of this video.